Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Ducks Quack Show, number 12, Dirty Dozen for the Ducks Quack Show. We are going to introduce a couple more Dells Ducks players and get some comments once again from head coach Sean Falzone today. Welcome, everybody, first of all. We'll go through the introductions here real quick. Dawson Blue is an 03 from North Richland Hills, Texas. You have worked with Coach Falzone before, am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're familiar with his systems and stuff like that, and that's what brought you to the team. Brendan Williamson is our newest goaltender from Highland Ranch, Colorado. Welcome, Brendan.
Thank you. Good to be here.
You met at the Chicago Combine, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's correct.
The coaches were impressed with you, and you were impressed with the coaches. So it was kind of a mutual thing and sort of happened pretty quick, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So I'm going to come back to you guys. We're going to start out with head coach Sean Falzone, as usual. You met Brendan at the NCDC Combine in Indiana. This past weekend, you attended the second NCDC Combine in the Detroit area. How did that work out?
Well, it turned out pretty good. I mean, it was a good mix of players. Of course, a lot of kids from Michigan and stuff. But it seemed this time around there's a lot more junior players attending. So it was kind of interesting to see their names and players attached to different teams and kind of get a look at what some of these teams are picking up. And then, of course, we were there trying to find a few D and a couple spots to fill a couple more spots in there and a couple forwards. But, it was bigly the big part of it was to get out there, get our name out there and see what was going on and watch some more hockey, of course.
Yeah, right. So when you say there was a lot of junior players there was a lot of probably premier and elite players looking to get the attention of the NCDC teams, I suppose, were they?
Correct. They had so we had a lot of premier kids, elite kids, and then there were some kids from different junior leagues out there. So they were trying to get their selves looked at and see what more attention they can get, of course. And, having a few discussions with these kids have been great. A lot of them are just trying to find other opportunities, especially with all the COVID stuff happening and some of these states not opening up, like Illinois just shut down their players to play league games, but they can still practice. And Michigan, the only rink that we were at was the only rink open, which was Fraser. Every other rink in Michigan still shut down. So it's been a bit crazy.
Wow. Yeah, it's tricky with all the stuff that's going on. I know from the one at Dyer, Brendan probably remembers this too. The rules were pretty strict there. Everybody had to be, just real careful, and the league really puts a lot of importance on that. But we're moving forward, and I guess that's all we can say right now. Anything else in the hopper in the last couple of weeks at all, Coach?
No, we signed a couple more kids. Actually, we have two Colorado kids that just came in, and then we have another kid from Illinois that we found at the Chicago Combine too that finally decided to sign with us. We're very excited about that. We are definitely going to have a very, very fast hockey team.
Yeah.
So it's going to be exciting to watch and see how that turns out for us. And then, other than that, we're just getting ready for the camp coming up in Crystal Lake, August 21st to 23rd.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to getting that one going. I should have a few of my Ducks out there, especially the ones that are local, that get out there and get some work in and get on the ice. And, we're looking forward to seeing some more guys and meeting some of more of the returners.
Excellent. So let's talk to the players a little bit here. Excuse me. First of all, Dawson, I've seen you a couple times already. You've been at both of the Chi-Tex camps, including one in Illinois. Was that your first visit to the Midwest?
It actually was, yes.
Yeah.
I don't really travel that much. Not usually.
Yeah, so that was kind of a fun getaway weekend, right?
Oh, of course.
So you're used to the drills that the coaches run there, Coach Rohde, with some of the unorthodox type drills that he uses to kind of keep guys off balance and stuff like that. It has to be fun for you being through it all, seeing how some of the other players kind of react to that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. He's definitely a in your face type of guy. He'll tell you where you're messing up, and I always like that coaching style. So me and Coach really gel well together like that.
Awesome. So the scouting report on you is Coach Falzone described you as a grinder type of player, uh, small in stature, big in heart. You like working in the corners and stuff like that, do you?
Oh, definitely, yes. I love a lot more of the physicality type of player.
Okay.
Going coast to coast. But
What do you think will be the toughest sort of adapting thing that you'll have to do coming to the junior hockey team?
with me being more physical, definitely adapting to the physicality because it's going to be a lot harder, a lot faster.
Yeah.
People are going to be zipping by, so I think adapting to pretty much everything all around is going to be a little more challenging.
Okay. Yeah. So how do you work that? I mean, your stature, you're kind of not one of the bigger guys on the team, but you do play a physical game. Are you kind of elusive when it comes to the physical, or do you just go right at the guys?
You just got to go right at them. You can't let them know you're afraid of them. You gotta just go through the wall and get the puck from them and take a
Yeah.
shot for the team or take a body for the team.
Yeah, it's been fun watching you so far. It's one of the things it seems like you've actually been able to get on the ice a little bit more often than maybe some guys. So it probably hasn't been a normal summer, but somewhat normal. You've been able to skate regularly and do all your training, right?
Yeah, pretty regularly. Right around now, it's kind of fallen off. I haven't been on the ice probably as much as I should have, but going to the camps and stuff and some little skates are pretty good.
Okay. Are you planning to come up to Crystal Lake again at the end of the month?
Unfortunately, not again. I also
Yeah.
have a sister for college that's also moved around that same time. They wouldn't, just timing. I loved it up there though the first time.
Yeah. Well, actually, you'll be in town just a week or so after that anyway, so
Yeah.
probably not that big a deal.
Oh no.
Do you do any other sports in the summer or anything like that, Dawson?
No, pretty much hockey all around.
Okay, okay. And being in the Texas area, are you a Dallas Stars fan?
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Yeah. So how do you like the way they've been playing so far? They just played the one game, right?
They did. I had to stop watching. I couldn't watch the rest of it. I was getting on my nerves.
Well, luckily they can't get bounced in this round, so it's just kind of setting up their seeding. But who knows how that'll end up? So Brendan, our third and final goalie, I guess, not in level of play, but just in the way you were signed. Talk a little bit about the camp in Dyer and how that went and how you met up with the coaches and everything.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I've never been to an NCDC combine before, so it was good to see like what level of players there were there, and there was pretty good competition, I think. And then the coaches just approached me after my final game and talked to me, and then I just talked to my parents a bunch and talked with the coaches a little more, and then I ended up signing. So.
Yeah, that was kind of nice. They obviously were attracted by your abilities at the camp, and they made a real quick impression on you too.
Yeah,
that's really nice to see. Where did you play last year?
I played at Valor Christian High School.
Okay. Did you handle a bulk of the workload there, I assume?
Me and my goalie partner kind of split.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
What is your sort of style between the pipes?
I mean, I don't know if I said this in my questionnaire or not, but I love like playing in high pressure situations.
You did. Yeah, you did mention it. You're pretty calm, are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty calm in the net, and I'm able to move around really well, but I'm also able to like read plays really well and play the puck. So I'd say I'm an all around, all around goalie.
Good. And you like to see a lot of shots, I suppose. Like a lot of goalies get more into a game if they see a little bit more rubber.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly how I feel.
Okay. And then I guess just over the summer, how have you been? What's it been like in Colorado? Have you been able to get on the ice at all, or?
Yeah. So Colorado opened up really early.
Okay.
I was able to get on the ice for the first time in the middle of May.
Oh,
That was just on a small sheet that my goalie coach here has.
okay.
And then I was able to officially start going to rinks like the end of May.
Oh, okay.
So I've been able to skate a bunch throughout the summer.
Oh, awesome. And do you play any other sports or anything during the summer to stay in shape?
I played lacrosse
Oh,
the
okay.
first 3 years in high school, and then we didn't have a season last year, but that's
Okay.
not during the summer. It's more during the spring.
In the spring. Okay,
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how many lacrosse players we have this year. I don't recall that from other seasons, but it really is a good cross training method for hockey
Yeah,
because of the physicality and stuff, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Coach, just what was it about Brendan that kind of turned you and Rhodey's heads when he was in Dyer?
So actually, Brian was the one that pointed him out. So I left Brian in charge of goalies, and Brian sat there and watched goalies all 3 days before he even talked to anybody. He wanted to see their consistency, see how they did under pressure, to see if their game changed, with the nerves starting off the combine and how they lasted through the whole weekend. Some goalies started off as outstanding and died out by the end of the weekend. Some started off a bit slow, but Brendan was consistent the whole time. I mean, that was the biggest part for Coach Brian, was seeing him play his game all 3 days and not changing, especially being there for his first time and starting off. So Coach Brian brought him up to me right away and was like, "Hey, I want to talk to this kid, and so let's get him." So we sat down and talked to him for a while, and him and his mom, and it was great. But yeah, Brian was the one that picked him out and said, "Hey, this kid can help us, help this team go." So, that's why we ended up having a discussion with him, and we're thrilled that he signed with us.
Yeah. You've been real happy with the goaltending all summer. It's the one area that you've been really content with. Brendan is going to bring a friendly but healthy competition, I would think, between the three. All three goaltenders for the Ducks this season look like they're very capable starters, and it's going to be fun seeing how it all shakes out.
Yeah, we're definitely excited about it. We made sure all of them are good attitudes, so we know they're going to get along great. It's just, of course, it's competition in junior hockey, period, through no matter what position you're playing. So we're excited about getting those guys out, and once they get to know each other a little better and actually meet each other in person, I think it'll be a good world for them. They'll compete against each other, and we will get the max out of them for sure.
Yeah, Brendan, you said you sort of split the goaltending last year. It's going to be fun, I would assume, competitive in practices. Is that something that you're looking forward to?
Yeah, definitely. I'm a huge competitor, so
yeah,
I love to compete in practice for playing time and even in games for playing time. So yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's great. So, Coach, talking about Dawson, I know you in the bio you said that you considered him to be a grinder type player, maybe like a Chris Draper, that kind of guy, I guess. You think he's going to be a valuable PK guy, or what? How do you see him working out in the team?
So he's definitely a kid that, a player that I can look at and tell him to run through a wall, and Dawson will run through a wall. There's no questioning the coaching staff. He's one of those guys that will work hard 110% every time he gets on the ice. That was his big thing for all of us, was that knowing he could be that kind of player and he'll play whatever. I could dress him and put him in net and he'll stand in net. That's the type of kid he is. We won't do that. Trust me, Brendan, I promise. But that's the type of kid he is, and we know we can count on him. And I got to work with him this year. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he'll hit you like he is, and he'll keep going until he can't move anymore. And if I tell him to push it harder, he will find a way to push it harder and keep going. So, for him coming in here, he gets to bring that dedication and that want, and I'm hoping that pushes him to take over one of those, those top roles and make him better. And worst comes to worst, our veterans can teach him the ways of juniors and get him even better that way too. So,
yeah. Well, from what I've seen so far, he should fit in real nice. And again, we talked about it so much already in the off season, but Dawson, your speed is going to be real valuable to this team. That I think we're going to really be on rails this year. I really love the speed that we have, and I'm hoping that we can use it to our advantage.
Well, Dawson's going to be one of our taller guys now, the way things keep going here. We signed some speedsters, and I'm telling you, these kids can fly. But that's they're all like they're roadie. they're 100%. The last two guys that we signed are Coach Rhodey to a T. And if they could play like Coach Rhodey did, I'm going to be very excited for this season to come through and watch them. And so we get to make Blue one of the bigger boys out there, which will be interesting to see in his role.
Yeah, it's going to be great. And just a sort of a trivia point, I guess, that bodes well. The last goaltender we had that hailed from Colorado was a guy named Jared Young. He played 2 seasons with us. In his second year, he set a record for shutouts, not in our league, but in USA Hockey Juniors. He I think he got about 18 shutouts in his second season. So definitely good vibes coming out of Colorado when it comes to goaltending. Brendan, I'm assuming you're an Avs fan?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So how about have you been happy with what you've seen from them so far?
Yeah, I thought they played a pretty good game against the Blues.
And they pulled that one out at the end, didn't they?
Oh boy.
Rhodey's an Avalanche fan, 100%, and we watch those games all day long, go back and forth. I'm a Blackhawks fan, so I gotta cheer for my Hawks. But yeah, I have those discussions all day long now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great goal by Kadri and a former Leaf, I might add, who actually is not getting suspended in the playoffs for a change. So that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
So what are we at in terms of preparation, Coach? Are we still? Is it just still normal, or does anything change like in the final month here?
Well, everything starts changing now. We got a team Zoom meeting coming up this week.
Okay.
Start getting the guys, find out where they're all at, make sure they're doing their things they're doing. There's a lot of things coming out. We got to get them all set up in their billet situations and get them all taken care of. So all that's starting now, and just putting 10 times more stuff on my plate at the moment here. But it'll be all for the great at the end of it. But yeah, these guys are going to start being ready to go because I'm watching players skate, and then I'm hearing that other players aren't. So we got to get things on the ball and make sure everybody's on the ice at least once before they get to camp, because if they don't, they're going to hate the first 2 weeks. And we want to make sure we keep everybody at the end of 2 weeks. But if they don't come in shape, they're going to be regretting it for sure.
Yeah, the conditioning part is always tough at the start of every season, but it's something that most junior players are aware of and expect too. So it'll be tough, but I'm sure everybody will get through it.
Yeah.
Facebook today, I put up a link to the hockey team store. Coach, maybe you can remind me what the link is in case some of our fans or viewers want to purchase some of our items, like the hat you're wearing, for example, some really nice sweatshirts, T-shirts, face coverings. Maybe you got it on the screen there now. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
There does seem to have been a little bit of activity already. Some people seem pretty interested. So if you do want to get your duck gear before we get on the ice, this is your opportunity. And it looks like you've got both the new logo and a little bit of throwback stuff too with the old Ducks logo on it as well.
Yeah, we wanted to do something for the anniversary for all the old Ducks that we got coming back, and it's a 10-year with a big X on it, and for the 10, and then the logo. So we're gonna do a few of those items, and then now our new ones, the new Duck logo, the new hats, like all the stuff that I'm wearing, other than a T-shirt, is all sample stuff that we tested on doing different things, and so those are the ones that are done, and now we got them fitted and corrected and the logo where I want it on the equipment. So they already started sending some stuff out. I know a few players got some shirts and hoodies and hats and stuff like that. So if you guys need anything else, let us know. It's at ducks.dragon-apparel.com. You can order it anytime. It goes to you. There's no minimum shipment or minimum order. Just whenever you want to order, it's right there. And when the season starts, we can even have it picked up over at the hockey rink with Kirby.
Right. Dawson, Brendan, how do you like the Ducks logo?
I like it a lot. I do like it a lot.
Yeah, that's one mean-looking duck, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You like it, Brendan?
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Oh, good. Yeah, it's quite a change from our previous logo, but I always wanted to have like a mean-looking duck on our jersey. I think it'll be something that could intimidate our opposition, I hope. So I guess that's all I have. I apologize for some internet issues I had, guys. But thanks for sticking with us. Dawson, we'll see you in a month or so. Brennan, same thing. Come ready to play. We got big plans this season.
Thank you.
Coach, I guess I'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yes, you will, for sure.
Thanks, guys.